Well, there's no way that we can leave here today having mastered point number 2. Because by nature and by culture, we are a self-serving, happy people. We pursue happiness, right? Which is all good. That's of God. But sometimes the pursuit of our own pleasure has erased the whole notion of sacrificing to the point of pain for others. But you're a wonderfully sacrificial church. I know you are. You all have seen this before. We collected, what, $17,000 one day off the cuff just to help people meet needs. We sent, this one floors me, $200,000 to Vanguard Church. Not a loan, a gift. We wanted them to succeed, so we put 9 months of fundraising in, and we gave them a fat check and said, you go and take on the kingdom of darkness. You guys know, at least in part, what it is to sacrifice to the point of pain for others. So we were wondering, as we talked over the sermon this week, how could we help drive this point home? And how could we serve our community? How could we sacrifice to the point of pain as a congregation so that we begin to get more fully this point number 2, which really points 1, 3, and 4 hinge upon someones who sacrifice to pain. And so we contacted the Gospel Mission and we contacted the Deacons Conference, and we found that one of the greatest needs in Kalamazoo is shoes for the poor and the needy. I got some nice shoes. Size 13 Keens. Those aren't my shoes anymore. So here's what we're doing. To sacrifice to the point of at least a little pain for the sake of others, some of you need to bring your shoes up and put them next to mine. I'll be honest, I was tempted to wear my cheapest flip-flops this morning. You might have noticed, but Fraser and I love shoes. We always have shoes that are sweet. We like them. And I'm like, Fraser, I'm wearing my Keens. You better wear yours. And he says, I'm gonna. You make sure you wear yours. I was tempted to tell my wife, don't wear your Chacos today. But we were talking about things the other night in bed, and do you remember what I shared with her? We found out that one of the greatest needs in Kalamazoo is shoes for the needy. Do you remember what you said to me? Knowing I love shoes, my wife said to me, and I quote, well, you better do something about that, Mr. Link. Point number 2 is to sacrifice to the point of pain for the sake of others. Some of you can bring your shoes up here. I invite you to do as such. Look at that. Come on forward, but I got to give you a few more instructions as you do that. That's awesome, church. There's no guilt, there's no shame. We're not earning salvation. We're serving. Just keep them kind of tidy. That's perfect. Some of you can bring your shoes up here. Some of you need shoes. Because one of the best things about the river is we got people who are in financial need. Come shopping afterwards. These are your shoes if you need them. So come and take some shoes once the rush is done. And it's back to school time, and kids got to have shoes for school. If you don't find shoes that fit your kids, right up here on this green sheet of paper is some information for you to put about your kids, their shoe size, your contact, all that. Put it in this box, and the rest of you, if you got any spare cash in your pocket, throw it in the bucket, and we're going to buy kids some new shoes. Because we want our kids at the river to have new shoes when they go back to school. This is for kids too. Sam, I love that. Those are sweet shoes you just put up here, Sam. Thank you. So parents, feel free to talk it over with your kids. They can give too. Remember, Jesus will use those, others won't. And I'm only talking to those of you who don't need shoes. I want to head off at the pass any shame or guilt. If you're not feeling led to do this, that's totally fine. When God's people who've been chosen by Him bring the good news of freedom and life in Jesus, and they sacrifice to the point of pain for others, the kingdom will grow. And people who once didn't have freedom and life will find it in Jesus.